news of the death of a Navy Vice Admiral T-Bone spread worldwide like wildfire. He was highly respected by both Marines and citizens. However, the Navy did not disclose the cause of his death. The scene shifts to the Navy headquarters, where Sengoku asks Tsuru,
"Have they found the culprit yet?"
Tsuru replies,
"I'm not sure, but I'm confident that the culprit's family is surely overjoyed."
Sengoku expresses his frustration, stating,
"The world's going to hell, Tsuru. I can't stand the fact that we get stabbed in the back by those we protect."
Tsuru explains that it's not just pirates anymore who seek riches, as anyone would want a piece of the bounty if one is placed on a marine. She also mentions,
"In the Pepi Kingdom, where the incident has occurred, more than thousands of people are dying of starvation per year. Poverty and money can sway people in wild ways. I'm not agreeing with the criminal at all, but if that was really his goal, then we've seriously underestimated the genius jester."
Sengoku is worried and asks Tsuru,
"Can we really risk our lives to save civilians if we fear being killed by them? We must take swift action and strike back at Cross Guild, or else it will have an adverse impact on the morale of the Marines and weaken the Navy."
He then asks Hina if she knows where Garp is, mentioning a new flavor of rice crackers. Hina replies,
"He left a few days ago, saying he's gonna save Kobe. I think the sword and Kujaku went with him too."
Both Sengoku and Tsuru are shocked by this news and exclaim,
"Don't tell me they went to full a lead."
The scene shifts to the New World, on Empty Bluffs Island, where an old man expresses his gratitude for the money sent to his family. Buggy responds,
"Of course, you killed a Navy HQ's Vice Admiral all by yourself. All the Marines were left in shambles because of what you did. If the Marines find you, they'll cut your head off for sure."
The old man, however, values his family's survival over anything else. Buggy reassures him, saying that he will take care of him in a way a pirate would. Buggy's pirates boast about their captain, stating that he is not an ordinary pirate. He is one of the 4 emperors of the sea, also called as the genius jester. Buggy begins to address the crowd, but is interrupted by a man who addresses him as Captain Barley. He says,
"Who the hell are you calling Barley?"
The man says that Cross Guild's ship is complete. Buggy had previously told Hawkeye, Mihawk, and Crocodile not to worry about the ship's construction, as his talented shipwrights would make it perfect. Buggy is shocked to see the gigantic ship and realizes that they made the bow in his honor. Mihawk and Crocodile arrive, questioning why they need to board such a ship and suggesting, "Why don't you come with us to the conference room?" The pirates express their excitement about the new ship, praising its quality. The scene transitions to a conference room where Buggy's face is fully beaten up and hanging on a chain. He says,
"Please, just kill me already. I can't stand it."
Crocodile claims how the public's opinion of the Cross Guild is excellent and how the Navy is gradually growing aware of the threat they pose. Mihawk emphasizes the need for overwhelming power if their utopia is to be a military state that is not threatened by force. Meanwhile, Buggy exclaims that this is not the life he had planned for himself. Crocodile mentions the cost involved in achieving their goals, but Buggy interrupts. "Are you guys still pirates? We've been looking for it so half-heartedly." Mihawk is confused and asks, "What the hell are you talking about?" Crocodile advises Buggy not to get carried away, but Buggy interrupts again, revealing, "I'm sure you guys heard the news. They say that Red-Haired has made his move. Both of us were on the Pirate King's ship, but because of certain reasons we couldn't go to Laughtail. In the past, always being next to Shanks, who was so full of promise, made me abandon all my dreams." The scene shifts to 24 years ago, on the day of Roger's execution, where a young Shanks is shown crying, while a young Buggy is shouting, "Shanks, you said it yourself. You told you'd take your own ship to Laughtail someday." Shanks admits and says,
"Yes, but I changed my mind. I'm currently not aiming for Laughtail, but I will continue being a pirate."
Buggy is disappointed, believing that Shanks could have become the next Pirate King. Shanks says,
"Come sail with me, Buggy!"
But Buggy refuses, declaring, "I would never be your subordinate, you coward." Buggy runs away, vowing to never forgive Shanks for losing his treasure map and declaring that they will be enemies the next time they meet. The scene returns to the present with Buggy shouting, "Shanks is on the move. You can call it fate or an accident, but somehow I managed to gain this status. I will aim to become the king of pirates too. Power, wealth, we can get it all. Let's go get it." Crocodile warns him about the dangers of titles misleading people, but Buggy remains arrogant. Mihawk says, You think you can sweet-talk your damn self out of this? And Crocodile mentions that they currently have no plans or preparations. Mihawk asks Buggy,
Are you telling us you plan to fight Red Hair, Blackbeard, and Straw Hat?
Cunning Buggy manages to outsmart everyone by claiming that the treasure is available for anyone to take. He confidently holds up a transponder snail and declares to his fellow pirates, "Let's go after the One Piece." The announcement fills all the pirates with excitement except for Crocodile and Mihawk, who are fuming with anger. The scene shifts to an island in Grand Line where 4 commanders of the Revolutionary Army stand, observing a ship approaching. One of the commanders says, "Wanna make a bet? I say it's an enemy ship. How much are you betting?" Another commander replies, "Sounds good. I'll bet $1 million on that being Sabo's return." The pirates on board cheer as they spot Sabo and express their excitement at his safe return. Ivan joyfully responds, "Great! Looks like he made it back in one piece." However, one of the commanders complains, feeling cheated, and refuses to pay the $1 million, even though he lost the bet. The other commander insists that every penny must be paid. The first commander defends himself, claiming that the other commander saw it through the telescope. The pirates warmly welcome Sabo, although one of the commanders admits that they were just about to shoot him. Sabo responds humorously, "You're as dangerous as ever, Ahiru. Did I make you worry?" Another commander expresses relief, expressing his happiness that Sabo is okay. Sabo then reveals that the ship is from Lulusha, the country that mysteriously disappeared. He says, "I'll explain everything later. First, let's let the people from Lulusha rest." Suddenly, someone shouts, "Sabo-kun." Cola begins kicking Sabo and angrily questions why he cut off communications. Sabo struggles to explain, apologizing and claiming that he couldn't get a signal due to jamming. He explains that any signal he made would have been intercepted, and he made noise 3 times to indicate that he was being monitored. He reassures Koala that he wasn't on Lulusia, and then she apologizes for her kicking. One of the commanders scolds Sabo, expressing frustration with boys and their tendency to make others worry. The other commander then addresses the people, praising them for reaching their destination and acknowledging their hardships. She apologizes for what happened to their country and mentions that she has heard some of them want to join the Revolutionary Army. She advises them to rest and sort themselves out before making any decisions. Sabo, Dragon, and Ivan sit down at a table to talk. Sabo offers his condolences for Kuma-san and apologizes, acknowledging that their efforts were in vain, as Kuma-san was likely programmed to return to Mary Geoise at any time. Dragon reassures Sabo, telling him that it's okay and that the ones who are truly hurt are the 2 of them. Ivan asks if Sabo has any plans to inform the other officers about this, to which Sabo responds seriously, saying, "No, just hearing about it can put your life in danger." Ivan seeks clarification and Sabo reveals, "This year's Reverie was complete chaos. I'll tell you everything that happened at the Holy Land, Mary Geoise." If you liked this video, please consider subscribing because it encourages me to keep making more content for you. I'd also love to hear from you about the kind of topics you'd like to see in future videos, so do comment below. Thank you so much and stay safe.